bell ringing. Thank each and every one of you. Thank you, Doug. And like I said, in case you oh, I'm sorry, it's most of y'all. I've got a ballot in my hand, and between matches, I'm going to go around and ask every one of you idiots, you want to vote for me, or you want to lose your mind and vote for Boomer Payne, the John Kerry of the APW, because Boomer was Bill's friend, and oh no, then he became Shane's friend, and then he sort of got back in the middle, and he was Sonny Landau's friend. Well, at least you know where I stand. I don't like none of you, okay? But that's the bottom line. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not like a lying politician. So between the matches, if you want to vote for Boomer, let me know. I'll put a check mark beside his ridiculous little name. And at the end of the night, we will name a new APW president. Mr. Man for the first match. Vote for Bill. 15-minute time limit. The referee for this event, Robert Wright.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to American Pro Wrestling. And Merry Christmas to all. And a happy holiday season is upon us. And after many months in exile, I am joined once again by Charlie Babb, whose name has been mentioned here almost on a weekly, every Saturday night basis, and people have been wondering of your whereabouts.
Well, Dan, like everything else, being associated as far as the board of directors, the head of the board of directors of American Pro Wrestling, it requires me to be out of town a whole lot. But a couple of weeks ago, we were down in Little Rock, Arkansas, and our good friend Don Bass is now running Little Rock. Had a lot of great talent down there, and it was good to see a longtime friend. And believe it or not, he was in the ring, in action, none other than former world champion Harley Race.
I'll tell you what, we're a long way from Little Rock, but I'll tell you what, it's good to have you back. And I'll tell you what, tonight we've got a marathon coming up, another exciting card, 11 big matches. And tonight is a matchup in which the Boogie Woogie Man, Jimmy Valiant, will have his last match, not ever, but in the Carolinas. In February, he'll have his last match officially in Tampa, Florida.
Well, Boogie Woogie Man Jimmy Valiant has been around for a long time. I've known the man some 35 years, Dan, and I've seen him have a lot of different partners, seen him mix it up with some of the best. And, you know, he was in New York when Pedro Martinez was running Buffalo. He worked for Pedro. He also worked for Vince McMahon Sr. in there, and with the Valiant brothers, and a man that has been there and done it all. And it saddens me to see Jimmy Valiant finally calling it quits in the squared circle.
40 years of active competition, probably 40 years plus. Jimmy Valiant's probably been around since, what, about 1962 or so?
At least that, I think he started along about 62 or 63. And I've known him, you know, through different territories, saw him wrestle some of the best competitors inside that ring and hold his own with the very best of them, Dan.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what, it's going to be a real good night right here. We've got a lot of action. And we've got a real good crowd here on hand here tonight in Spartanburg. We've got a big, exciting card. We're talking about a lot of things, but in the ring is Kid Quick and Yoshi Hiroshima. And Kid Quick of late, Big Moonsault, is somewhat like a miniature version of Manchild.
That's exactly right. This Kid Quick, you know, he's not the most heaviest guy in the world, but he's come a long way. And, you know, I was surprised when I found out who trained Kid Quick. You know who trained him?
No,
None other than A.J. Frost. And you notice his maneuvers in there, he moves a lot like A.J. And A.J. taught him and taught him well.
torture rack into a slam. Not enough, and that should have actually put him away. Let's see what this young man's going to do. Yoshi Hiroshima missing. No. Some type of a backbreaker type maneuver. That'll do it. That will get the job done. Kid Quick gets the win.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is a match in the time of 6 minutes and 14 seconds. Kid Quick.
All right, Kid Quick gets an impressive quick win, and more to come in a moment.
Aloha Spartanburg. Or as we like to say on this special day, Mele Kaliki Maka. In other words, Merry Christmas. And for those of you who are different and don't believe, Happy Holidays. Now, before I bring out my guest tonight for this special Christmas edition of Buffett's Buzzed Up Paradise, I have to give an update. As you can see, my tag team partner, Cat Daddy, is not here. He had an injury as a result of the match we had with the Beach Blondes, and he's out for probably February, at least. But before I get to my guest, seeing it is Christmas, I would like to read a little bit from Clement C. Moore's The Night Before Christmas. Was the night before Christmas, when all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. and then the other $5 split between the three of them. But I have a problem while you guys are out here, because you guys are imposters. I happen to have Shane Austin here. I happen to have Mickey Richards. And for some other reason, Chris Wade showed up. Now, I don't know if it's because it's Toucan Sam or the fact that I think he's a fruit. Well, like I said, this was supposed to be Romeo's time, not your guys'. Because Shane always has something to say. It's bleach blonde. And Mickey, he's like, I still can't get my hair completely blonde, folks, and I can't figure out why. And then Chris Rage, what do you got to say? I'm Chris Rage. And Chris, what's that? He has a Christmas present for you, Romeo. You know, you can't come out here completely by yourself, so what we have for you. What we have for you, Romeo. What we have for you is Juliet. Hey, Chris gave you the present, not me.
All this is irrelevant to anything. From what I saw on the internet, they got you wanting a shot at this title tonight. Who have you beat? Beat anybody? You're a tag team wrestler. You're not a singles wrestler. You've not beat anybody.
Well, see, the fact of the matter is, before I ever came to APW, I was a singles wrestler, and I won titles all over the Carolinas. And I took plenty of titles, just like I plan on taking yours tonight.
You're not getting a shot at the title, Bubba. You have your match. When you beat somebody, you get a shot at the title.
See, I beg to differ. See, there is a problem here. Last couple weeks ago, I said to me and Cat Daddy it was time for us to make an impact in APW. I said that the tidal waves, they were brewing, and you just only felt the breeze. Well, that thing has just been updated to a Category 5 hurricane. And the fact is, with the click, I don't have the tag team partner anymore, so I have to put you two aside for right now. But you were the first one in the ring to cost me and Cat Daddy those tag team titles, so I'm going to deal with you first.
If you really want the shot, you can have it tonight.
See, here's the thing about it. Another thing. I was always told never to get in a fight with an ugly person. But with you, I'll take my chances.
Romeo jumping on Johnny Buffett. Buffett with a DDT. He's going to head out of the ring.
probably a smart thing to do, or all these guys will be on Buffett
I'll put up the,
before you can bat your eye.
the set versus the title. And click, it's been a pleasure.
And I didn't know that Johnny Buffett had a talk show.
Go, Buffett.
Evidently, he's got an interview segment that he's been doing in our absence. All right, later tonight, it'll be Romeo and Buffett one-on-one.
Oh, Mario Hall.
We got six-man tag team action. Breaking down, we've got Jimmy Kindred, Johnny Danger, Roughhouse Matthews taking on Buddy Rose Jr., Jesse Black, and Zach Salvation. And it's nothing more than a melee at this point in time. And Jimmy Kindred flattens his partner. And that is a sight to behold.
I don't know whether I want to comment about that or not, Dan.
Some things are best not commented on at all, I'd imagine.
Well, if you notice the Apostle Mario Hogg over here egging his men on, and I tell you, they've got their work cut out for them in this match, because this Zach Salvation and the Medica Rocker and Jesse Black is certainly going to take it straight to him.
Jesse Black trying to recompose himself. These fans are really fired up. All right, it's Buddy Rose Jr. waiting on Roughhouse Matthews. Matthews looks somewhat like a bulldog.
Yeah, he's also made like a fire plug too, Dan.
Well, that's what I was likening him to. Short, stocky.
Exactly.
Buddy Rose Jr. trying to remove body hair from Matthews.
Exactly, and I'm telling you, wrestling fans, this pandemonium in that ring, as I saw no tag, referee Todd Blackwell trying to keep law and order in this match, but the only thing I can say to him is good luck, because these guys are going at it hammer and tongue, Dan.
And you know, we've got a 10-minute time limit on that match, on this match, so that's not very long for 6 men to get the job done.
I guarantee you, I don't know where these guys can work up a sweat in 10 minutes or not.
If we gave them a 20-minute time limit, we'd still be here on December 26th.
Well, I thought it was a marathon when I looked at this card here with these 11 matches. I thought they was trying to go for an all-week show and be here next Saturday night for Johnny Weaver.
Well, anything's possible here. All right, Matthews and Rose still going at it. And it's Rose with a headlock. We got him by the goatee. Todd Blackwell chopped him to break the hold. All right, Buddy Rose Jr. breaks. He just kicked Matthews. He's kicking him while he's down. All right, Zach Salvation coming in.
about this Zach Salvation. I think this is the second time that I've had a look at him.
We've seen him here only a handful of times in American pro wrestling. And this young man has got a quick and high-flying style. Let's see how he matches up. Other than that, I really don't know a whole lot about him.
I don't either, but he's very quick and agile inside that ring. And he's handling this big man mighty well. Comes off the ropes, duck under again. Catches him that time, though, with a big lariat that knocks the wind right out of him and takes him to the mat, Dan.
All right, and it's Zach Salvation and Matthews going at it. Johnny Danger tags in. Zach Salvation finds himself in what I would prefer to know as no man's land.
That's exactly right. I tell you what, he's going to be wise to get out of that corner just as fast as he possibly can.
All right.
Right out, Dan. He's slugging away, but look at this big guy, Big Tony in there. Did Tony ever figure out who he is?
He still thinks he's Jimmy Kendrick.
Jimmy Kendrick, okay.
Zach Salvation taking a pounding in the corner. Matthews, Roughhouse Matthews has Zach Salvation a little bit of trouble in that corner too.
I tell you what, that's one place you don't want to be, and that's in a corner where you got Jimmy Kendrick, this Johnny Danger, and this Fireplug guy.
Roughhouse Matthews.
Then him too. Look at Zach Salvation now fighting back on Jimmy Kendrick, and that's 400 pounds he just set across that ring.
But it being Christmas Day, Jimmy Kindred might have put on an extra 25 pounds. So
that's right. I'm sure he had a 20-pound turkey for dinner.
And that was just his turkey.
That's right. His part of the turkey. Look at this now. All these guys trying to get in. Todd Blackwell needs a pair of roller skates as he's trying to get these guys back out on the other side of the ring.
With a very ugly drop kick, but it's effective. All right, Roughhouse Matthews with an eye gouge. He's got him in the corner. Got him in bad shape in that corner.
Well, Dan, you know, I'm looking around here at the fans at the American Coliseum. We got a lot of new faces here tonight. Or maybe I've just been gone too long. But it looks like a lot of new faces. I haven't seen Tater Kirby over there in this crowd.
Just visiting to say hello to the Boogie Woogie Man. And there's a lot of people out here I haven't seen since the days that we were running the Shamrock Cafe in Lake Bowen, it's the upper part of Spartanburg.
Yeah, I imagine so. I know there's a lot of them here that I hadn't seen in a while, and I was real surprised. A lot of them greeted me at the door back there, people that I hadn't saw in several months, and they're all excited about Boogie Woogie Man, Jimmy Valiant's final match here tonight.
That's right. I mean, it's his last match here in the Carolinas, and that's going to be a big one. All right, Zach Salvation in the corner taking a shellacking. Big suplex. Count of two only. All right, Zach Salvation set for the ride. Big lariat. Both men need a tag at this point. Jimmy Kindred tags in. Jesse Black tags in. Jesse Black cleaning house. Buddy Rose Jr. working over Matthews. Turning into just a complete brawl here. Salvation and Kindred collide. Matthews takes a drop kick. And we've still got a brawl going on here. Brotherhood got the win, but these guys are still going at it pretty hard.
That little lady over there is all over this Johnny Dangerously. She is absolutely all over him.
And Zach Salvation is laid out. Tell you what, right there, the last minute or so, this turned into a total wild mini battle royal. Zach Salvation looks like he might be hurt. All right, more to come in just a moment. We got our third match coming up right here. It's Sonny Landell to do battle with D.L. Cool.
Weighing in at 238 pounds, wrestling fans, here is Nature Boy, Sonny Landell.
Merry Christmas, everybody. I got one thing to ask. Has anybody been listening to seat covers to a 1968 Volkswagen Beetle? Because I think Dash is wearing it. I ain't sure. Let's don't forget about your birth control hat.
One fall, 15-minute time limit.
Well, it's well known that Mr. Rip Rock has about as much taste in clothes as possibly one could go in the lowest form.
all he likes, Dan, is having high heels on them yellow shoes.
He is the most ridiculous human being to ever enter this building. And trust me, I want you to make sure you hear me loud and clear on this. There have been a lot of ridiculous individuals to ever enter this building, and he is definitely number one.
Well, I'll agree with you 100%. And, you know, I can't figure this guy out. He thinks that this makes him debonair, dashing, or whatever you want. It makes him look like a complete idiot, Dan.
By the way, I just can't get over Buddy Rose Jr. there at the end of this last match. He went berserk when these guys lost. I mean, back to his old ways now.
Well, you know, they call John Kerry the flip-flopper. I think they need to call Playboy Buddy Rose the king of the flip-floppers, because through the years that I've known him, he's been everything except a Swiss watch.
Tell you what, I knew that once he had a change of heart, I wondered how long it would last. And it just didn't last at all. None at all. No time at all.
I don't know about him. I really don't. He don't know if he wants to be a good guy, bad guy, or, well, I won't even comment on the other part.
We'll leave that open to speculation.
Imagination.
Imagination, speculation, future conversation.
Exactly right. And Sonny Landell is showing the referee that he's had his hair pulled there. And
that's Robert Wright. Charlie, while you haven't been here, Robert Wright has been assisting a lot of the guys that prefer to shortcut with the rules. I mean, so don't be surprised if he don't get his bell rung later tonight.
Well, I know he's one of these guys that gets involved in a lot of skullduggery, and you know, it's remarkable what a few dollars will do to some people. They'll sell their soul, Dan.
That's exactly right. There's no doubt about it. All right, D.L. Cool with Sonny Landell going at it. It's kind of a little bit of a slow-paced affair here. But, you know, you got to watch D.L. Cool. He'll do anything. You know, he'll resort to taking Rip Rock's cane or whatever. I mean, this is a guy right here who, he doesn't care. All right, Landell getting the better of a tackle, goes up and over his man. Hip toss attempt. Landell gets the better of it, follows it up with a body slam and a drop kick. D.L. Cool takes a head for higher ground.
I see something shiny up there in the ring that just come off of D.L. Cool or Dash Rip Rock, and I don't know if that's one of their earrings or what it is. It's very shiny, could be glass.
I can see it, but I don't know what it is. All right, Landell waiting D.L. Cool to re-enter the ring. But Sonny Landell's got to keep his eyes open for Rip Rock, too. All right, we got a slingshot. He just brought him back in. And it's an arm drag to follow it up. D.L. Cool is down and grounded. D.L. Cool's got to find his way up and try to fight out of this one. D.L. Cool with an arm drag, but Sonny Landell hangs on. All right, we got Robert Wright, Landell having words. In the meantime, D.L. Cool takes advantage. Sonny Landell. Rip Rock moving in. Rip Rock with a cane, Charlie.
Yeah, looked like he just almost knocked his head off with that cane over there, too. And
He nailed him.
yeah, he's sitting there in that corner looking just as innocent as a newborn babe. Naturally, he wouldn't cheat. There's no way he'd cheat unless he got a chance.
Well, he had a plenty opportunity just now, that's for sure. All right, Landell re-entering the ring. It's D.L. Cool with a slam. And to follow it up with an elbow smash. And take a look at Robert Wright's count. It speeds up when D.L. Cool has the advantage here.
Well, you know, these guys, the referee, that want to show partisanship and have a favorite don't belong in that ring. It's supposed to be non-biased. And if they can't call it like that, then they need to be out here at the glue factory putting lids on jars.
Well, you got to call it down the middle. That's the bottom line.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right, D.L. Cool has Sonny Landell at a definite disadvantage at this point. Sonny's got to get up, fight his way out of it, that's for sure.
Rip Rock right in his face, and he's within reaching distance with that umbrella. And if Sonny Landell's not careful, he'll be wearing that thing around his neck.
I thought he had a cane, but he has an umbrella. And you know, I'll tell you what, the weather out here is clear, but it's cold. So I don't see any chance of rain anytime soon yet.
Yeah, this is the type of weather, coldness tonight. We must be down now somewhere around 30 degrees. And I guarantee you, it's not umbrella weather, it's overcoat weather.
Exactly. All right, and D.L. Cool and Landell still going at it. Both men having a pretty hard-fought battle. That's D.L. Cool with a lariat. It's a fast count. All right, Sonny Landell is up. His leg dropped on the leg. D.L. Cool with a knee drop. A second one. Sonny Landell in bad shape at this point.
Yes, he is. And notice this now. D.L. Cool talking to his manager. The referee's doing a very quick count, the count of 2. And those surprise fast counts like that can cost you a match in a hurry, Dan.
Exactly. Landell, he needs to get the advantage here and get out of this predicament. He's trying to fight his way out. I think we can't see what he's doing, but he's digging at D.L. Cool's face, evidently. Robert Wright and Landell having words, and D.L. Cool takes advantage of Sonny Landell from behind.
What was that, a chop block?
Something like that.
He went right after that leg, that knee from reverse position. A big back body drop. And that knee just gave right away. Look at Dash now. He has no business up on the apron of that ring. Absolutely no business whatsoever. He's got something in that hand, Dan. He's going back to his tights with it.
He had an object of some sort, didn't he?
I saw it when he put it back in his trunk.
Hey, wait a minute. Rip Rock interfered, and Cool used the ropes. He got the win. Neil Nitro's out here to explain what happened.
Wrestling fans, you saw what went on just as well as I did. You saw exactly what went on.
Neil Nitro comes out to...
I'll say one thing, the Dash Rip Rock and DL do. They got a win, but they didn't win it, they stole it.
Charlie, I never hit a man when he's down. I stop him. It's easier.
You got a win, but we all saw how you got it.
A tainted victory for DL Cool. And Neil Nitro tried to come out and explain things, and
A very tainted victory.
and it fell on deaf ears. But I'm sure Sonny Landell will be wanting DL Cool again real soon. After it, well, he knows what's happened. Only thing he's got to do is get a contract in his hand.
And his opponent, weighing in at 222 pounds, wrestling fans, here is Dave Duke.
All right.
One fall or a 10-minute time limit. The referee, Todd Blackwell.
David Duke taking on Booty Call, Billy Pride. Got a collar elbow tie up, and David Duke has been hanging in there of late. You know, you never know with David. He's always game. You know, of late he's lost a few, he's won a few. His consistency is not quite there, but he just Charlie's missing something. If he could just find whatever it is to get himself
Protege of the Apostle Mario Hogg. Formerly, no longer. But they always told me the bark ever gets knocked off of the tree, it's going to have a scar there for many, many years.
And you mean by that being
associated with Duke? He's probably still associated with Duke. Excuse me, with Hogg.
Well, I hope not. You know, I really hope not. I think David. I don't think he's got really anything to do with him right now. But Mario, I'm sure, would like to have him back. But David, I know, is like I said, he's missing one little ingredient to get himself a big winning streak. And like I say, you know, sometimes he wins some, he loses some, and I guess that's just the way it goes with experience. You had to just keep on hanging in there until you get something going.
That's right. You're exactly right on that.
All right, Billy Pride with a headlock, clamping it on. David Duke fighting out of it. Tackle, and nobody goes down, nobody budges. Once again, like two bulls colliding.
Former Bulls. Drop toe hold there by David Duke and float over with a side headlock. And I mean, I may be turned around here, but I believe he's going to the right.
I'm afraid so.
I noticed over here tonight you've had an admirer most of the night. I think somebody's interested in Dr. Dan Paris more than wrestling.
Well, damn. Yeah, we have
Now the secret's out. Next thing you know, he'll be way up in Spindale. Dan Ferris has got somebody down here paying a lot of attention to him.
no, well, I'll put it to you like that, like this. I don't mind the fans one bit, but next time I'll bring my decon with me to the building because I've got a policy. I never fool with the rat.
Well, one thing about it, I noticed when she first walked over here tonight, I thought she'd got the deodorant mixed up with the decon. I'm talking about the spray-on kind.
Well, the bad part about this young lady, she suffers from a disease known as exactly. You know what that is?
That's right, I sure do.
What is it?
Exactly things that we don't want to talk about.
Well, her breath smells exactly like her hair.
You're going to go to the safe to have an X rating. Oh, man.
All right, Billy Pride with a suplex on to David Duke, and he's got him stunned. We got to stick to the action in the ring. I mean, I promised myself I was going to not try to get too off color out here tonight, but you just made me.
Well, I was just trying to compliment your girlfriend.
So you were just trying to insult me on Christmas. All right, Billy Pride. Billy Pride taking advantage of Duke, and Todd Blackwell can't quite catch him. Dropping his weight on his back. I'll tell you what, we're only in our fourth match, and we got a lot more to come. Billy Pride slamming him, goes up, leg drop. Pride could have it here. Count of two.
Reverse chin lock now. Booty Call's staying pretty much with this reverse chin lock as much as he can. And you can tell by where our advantage point is that it's well above the chin, Dan.
Yeah, he's got it legal, you know, at this point, but he could easily slip it down all across that throat if he wanted to.
That's exactly right. You're exactly right.
All right, Duke now trying to fight his way up, but before he can even get the advantage, is Billy Pride on top of him. Series of shoulder blocks, sending him for the right reverse.
Body tackle.
And a bulldog to follow it up.
That's real good for the nose. That'll make it smear all over your face.
I think he might have him here.
Booty Call kicks out. It's a count of two.
David Duke had a real good combination going right there. And this, I don't know, somehow Billy Pride managed to kick out of that. Came back with a jawbreaker. All right, Duke now tied up in the corner. That's no place to be.
That's exactly right, Dan Ferris. Look at this. Booty Call goes across that ring, comes back with a big knee right to the back, and I guarantee you that's no good for you sacroiliacs.
All right, shoulder into the midsection. Hip toss and Duke. Fist drop.
Going for the cover now is Booty Call, the count of one. He needs to hook that leg, Dan.
Yeah, that's right. You know, Booty Call of late just finished up a feud with A.J. Frost. He didn't come out on the better end of that, so he's really got he needs some big wins in the worst kind of way. All right, attempted spine buster, and that's Duke's forte, but it's DDT got him.
Booty Call not able to get over there and cover his man. Now those men are getting back up to their feet, Dan.
Wait a minute. I don't know who come up with the best of that.
Form of the flapjack. And he just buried Booty Call's face right into that mat. Nose first.
Most of these guys looking worse for wear now. Wait a minute, Pride, full Nelson, dropped him face first.
Take that time, Dan.
He got it. Billy Pride gets the win.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match in the time of 8 minutes, 47 seconds, Booty Call!
right now. Hey, you want to see it right now? I mean, you've been from Asia, you over yonder and over. I'll tell you where the favorite place to go, baby, and it's right here, Spartanburg. Yes, God bless you all. Love you. 5 minutes, baby, 5 minutes. Boogie J. Eagle. Boogie. Wrestling fans, it would not be complete unless I got my good friend Jimmy Boogie Woogie Man Bailey down here to have just a word with him. Boogie, this may be your last match, but buddy, we've been reminiscing about the years that I've known you, the action-packed matches that I've seen you in, and some of the best matches that I've ever seen you wrestle in the tag team was with this man right here, Chief J. Eagle.
You know, Charlie, Chief and myself, we go back a long way, many, many years. And I'll tell you, people, I have been all over the world. And the greatest wrestling organization going today is All Pro Wrestling. Yeah! And I'll tell you something. This man right here, you know, people, I have a Hall of Fame museum in Charlottesville, Virginia. And I have this man, Chief J. Eagle, in my Hall of Fame. So anytime you are ever in the great state of Virginia, please come by, be my guest, and you will see this living legend in Boogie's Wrestling Camp Hall of Fame Museum. Look it up. JimmyValiant.com. God bless y'all. We'll see you in 5 minutes. Yes.
Let's give them a great big hand, wrestling fans. Chief J. Eagle and Jimmy Boogie Woogie Man Valiant. 5 minutes and they're going to take on these George South, who is also a legend, and Bruiser Graham, another Rough Cup competitor. Like to remind you, just got a few hot dogs, a few hamburgers left. We met it. And their opponents for the combined weight of 415 pounds, here is Mike Lee and Jesse Morris. One fall, 15-minute time limit.
All right, Charlie, we're set for tag action once again. We've got Mike Lee and Jesse Morris to take on the tag team of Brandon East, Rowdy James. And it's going to be Brandon East starting off with Mike Lee.
Well, this Rowdy James or Brandon Lee, whichever one is out here, I could not understand what his commotion was, but you see I read it just like it's sent out here to me.
You know, he said they were the team to beat.
The team to beat, okay. We'll see, and they've been very aggressive here against Mike Lee and Jesse Morris.
This is Brandon East and Mike Lee opening it up. You know, I've seen Mike Lee in the Exodus Wrestling Alliance. I've seen him here a little bit of American Pro Wrestling. He's competed extensively throughout the Carolinas, and one man that trained him was the legendary George South. We'll see him in action later.
Now, which one of these guys did he train?
Mike Lee.
Oh, Mike Lee. And this is the guy in the yellow?
It's the Asian.
Yeah, the Asian. Well, he looks very professional in there. And
this is Jesse Morris, our first look at him. You know, he's also been trained a little bit by George South, but doesn't have the size. He's got a lot of quickness, and but you know he's very game.
yes, he is. And a nice standing wrist lock now applied by this Jesse Morris, and going over making that tag to his partner, and comes off of those ropes. And I guarantee you that just shot a load of pain through that left arm, Dan.
That's right. I'll tell you what, Mike Lee really taking it to Brandon East at this point in time. All right, Mike Lee going to send him for the ride. Almost over the head, belly-to-belly suplex. We've seen that out of Brandon East in the past. He and Rowdy James make a very tough tag team, but they just haven't had the big wins yet.
Well, all four men showing a very methodical display of aggressiveness in there right now, Dan.
Rowdy James tossing Mike Lee around like he's nothing. And I think he may be taking Mike Lee a little bit too short here.
I'll agree, Dan.
All right, Mike Lee holding his leg. He looks like he's hurt. Moonsault. All right, now he's trying to choke Mike Lee.
Well, they're very fast-paced in there, Dan, and very methodical. And, you know, if they slow down a little bit, they might get some perspective of exactly what hole they're going to and what hole they're going to try.
I think their game plan, and it's not in just any match, it's in all matches, is to attack, and rather than, you know, traditionally in wrestling, you start off a little bit slow, you speed it up, you wear down a guy, pick out a weakness, and then you basically move in for the kill. But of course, you got to single in on that one weakness. But these guys here, they want to come out, go full blast, and they don't really single out a weakness in the opponent, which is a big mistake.
This Brandon Lee trying a very arrogant cover by just putting his...
That's Mike Lee being down, and Rowdy James is working him over.
James is the one that had a very arrogant bend and was just standing with his foot on his chest.
Yeah, I tell you, Mike Lee is in a bad predicament here. He needs to get something going here. All right, Mike Lee going right into the boot. Brandon East coming in. Mike Lee being worked over in a bad kind of way. Big chop. we're at the 5-minute mark, and they've only got 5 minutes to go, so these guys must race that time. Big suplex. Mike Lee being stomped on. Big leg drop. These guys, James and East, dishing it out. Mike Lee's taking it. He's hanging in there, but it just hasn't got enough to put him away yet, Charles.
Yeah, he needs to get over there in that corner and make a tag to his partner. Referee checking with him to see if he wants to give it up. Look at this double teaming now.
Double stretch with an extra lending a hand.
Yeah, had a lot of extra leverage there, Dan Parrish.
That's right. All right, once again, the abdominal stretch and a helping hand. We got a tag. Mike Lee taking a shot to the midsection. Mike Lee being body slammed. Going up to the top. Rowdy James missing the leg drop.
I guarantee you he's going to have a kink in that sacroiliac first thing tomorrow morning.
Jesse Morris coming in. Big drop kick. Cleaning house a little bit here. Oh! Now it's breaking down in the worst kind of way. Jesse Morris sent for the double team. They got him upside down, inside out. Like a Styles Clash type move. Brandon East and Rowdy James get the win.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match in the time of 7 minutes, 49 seconds, the team Rowdy James and Brandon East.
Well, they got the big one. They finally may be trying to get a winning streak going here. Mike Lee and Jesse Morris putting up a hard-fought battle.
Exactly. One question. Who did this election? Who took the vote?
People watched. I ran right up, pulled up the microphone, and everybody on this end,
You guys vote.
it was like 100 to nothing in the circle.
Who did you vote for? Over Payne. Who did you vote for?
What are you doing, Kenny?
Who did you vote for? Over Payne. Who did you vote for? Over Payne. What about it, guys? Over. Okay. We got about 10 right there. We got any vote. Hold your hand up if you voted for Boomer. Well, look, Bill, what are you coming up with 13? There's over 13. There's 472. There's not that many people in the building.
So you trying to tell me that he won the popular vote? Is that what you're
I'm
saying?
saying, from what I see, and this affects me and every wrestler in that back room, because we know who will make the decisions and who will run things around here.
Like me, because it's 472 to 13. But you know what?
One question.
Why don't you ask him to do it by applause?
Are you from Florida? Okay, let's do it that way. Let's hear it for Bill Hazelwood. Wait a minute, listen. If you don't like Bill, don't boo. Let's hear it for Bill. That's all I want.
Oh, you two big fucking monkeys.
Let's hear it for Boomer Payne.
Now, you know what, Jay?
Charlie Lamb, I'm glad you're here. Look.
You know what, Jay Eagle? I feel like I'm the one getting the shaft. So let me say this. By applause, he might have won the popular vote, but I think, just like he did election before last, I think I won the electoral vote. To the consensus of everybody.
So what you're saying is you cheated. Is that what you're saying?
No, absolutely not.
What we gonna do, John?
You know what?
Ladies and gentlemen, you just shut up a minute and listen. Shut up, you might listen and learn something.
Come back one time, slap takes right out of his mouth.
As of right now, Bill Hazelwood, you are fired as president of American Pro Wrestling. Boomer Payne is the new president.
About that much.
Hey, wait a minute. John, let's give him a chance. Let him wrestle. Let him wrestle tonight in the ring for the president.
I don't think Boomer Payne wants it to end that way. What do you think, Boomer? I think we should maybe have a match. And you know what?
How about it, wrestling fans? Do you want to see him wrestle to see who becomes the president? Do you want to see him wrestle Bill Hazelwood to see who the president is going to be? All right.
Shut up, Joey.
That's fair.
You've only got one leg. I guess I win.
Wait right there, Bill. You see, Shane freaking there threw a straw,
That's right.
so I'm not worried about Shane Austin.
I'm looking out for you with your one leg.
When you see pictures, his back is just snap crackle and pop right now. There's so many mirrors in that locker room, Chris Reeves is flexing in front of all of them. That only leaves Romeo. The only thing that makes me nervous about Romeo is I think he goes, well, so Bill, I can beat you with one leg.
You think those bad fellas? You tell you what, shut up, Johnny Bell. I'll go get ready and we'll have a match, big fat boy. Don't play.
opponent, everybody's favorite wrestler, the current United States heavyweight champion, Oscar. This match is one ball or a 15-minute time limit. All right, Charlie, this ought to be quite interesting. We've got Oscar to take on Chris Rage. And he's got the click out here with him.
He's got all the click out here with him, doesn't he?
The click is Romeo, Mickey Richards, Shane Austin, and of course Chris Rage. And this is for the United States heavyweight title, currently held by Oscar. I've noticed the click has made their way to the back. And I hope they remain there, I might add. All right, the people deciding in the popularity contest, it's going to be Oscar, which is pretty well decided, hands down, I thought. All right. Chris Rage is really a solid, put-together guy, big man, really getting bigger. He's been working out a lot. Formerly one half of the Underground, which that tag team has disbanded. But I'll tell you what, Oscar is maybe a little bit of a skip and a hop and a jump, kind of like Ricky Starr used to be in the 50s. But this guy's a very athletic individual.
Yes, he is, and he has a lot of charisma. Each time I see Oscar, I see greatness. And this young man, if he doesn't receive any permanent injuries to sidetrack him, one day you'll see Oscar a real big champion in professional wrestling if he's quit stepping on his own feet.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think both of these guys here, both of these young men right here might have a pretty good sized future. I mean, and right now, you know, I know they really want a piece of one another real bad. Chris Rage wants that United States title real bad. Already he has tasted the tag team title gold, so I'm sure right now he wants to establish himself as a singles competitor now more than ever.
You're absolutely right. And Oscar now discussing. I think he's trying to work a German gimmick or something in there.
Well, I don't know about that, but I'll tell you one thing. Once they get down and quit jaw-jacking, I think we're going to have a real good match on our hands. Just the strength.
Going for a handstands anyway. Chris Rage absolutely taking Oscar down to his knees here. But let's see, Oscar is fighting back up. Chris Rage is saying no. And you know, it's not going to surprise me if Oscar turns out to be the better man.
Well, you know what? There's more than one way to come out of this. Even though Chris Rage is definitely more stronger than Oscar, there's actually 4 or 5 counters out of this. All right, neither man really getting a clear advantage here. Oscar taking it down. He stepped on it. Stepped on his hands. That was a shortcut to get out of that, but there were other ways to get out of that predicament. Oscar complaining. And a boot to the midsection. Chris Rage really laying it in on Oscar. Reversals. Forearm shot drop kick. And Oscar taking Chris Rage and giving him a run for his money.
Yes, he is. And notice Chris Rage now out on the outside of that ring, and Oscar being very, very motivated and staying right on top of his opponent.
Chris Rage taking a break, and Oscar trying to get him back in the ring. I think he's got him by his nose.
Yeah, I believe so. Holding on to that nose, putting that elbow up against that nose. Asking the people, should I hit him right in the snoot? And he does. He lays a good one right in the snoot. Two right in that nose.
Really working him over. Chris Rage taking some licking. Oscar's going to send him for the ride. Head scissors. No, wait a minute. Chris Rage has him. Like a high jackknife type double leg takedown.
Well, that had to knock the breath out of him, if nothing else, Dan.
He countered the head scissors real well. Oscar thrown right outside.
Oscar trying to be stupid.
Chris Rage right out after him.
Exactly where he's at. Chris Rage right after him. Takes the head of Oscar right into that apron of that ring.
These guys really going at it. They could mess around and get counted out if not careful. All right, Oscar being rammed into the guardrail. Chris Rage setting up for an aerial attack, and he missed. He missed. He dove out after him. And Chris Rage only hit that guardrail. That's all he hit. Big splash. We didn't see it there on the bad side of the facility here.
That's the bad side of the ring where we can't get a camera to pick up.
Even from where we're sitting at ringside, it's still a hard angle to even see at. Charlie, if you don't mind, I'm going to briefly take time out to change tapes. We got 5 more matches and this in here still to come.
All right, Dan Ferris.
We've got Chris Rage and Oscar still going at it, and Charlie, we only missed just maybe a minute at the most of action.
Danny Paris, 1 week from tonight will be 2005, a new year here at the American Coliseum, and what enthusiasm, a lot of great things coming here for the big New Year's show next Saturday night.
That's right. Now let's listen to 1 minute, not going into a whole lot of detail. Next Saturday night, right here, it's all going to be one big match. It's going to be the Gauntlet Elimination Johnny Weaver Memorial Card. Even though Johnny Weaver will be here and he's alive and well. 2 men start off. And there are probably going to be 20 guys in this thing until the last 2 men are in there, pinfall or submission. And then you have a winner, and the winner of that will be awarded a trophy. And you know that Johnny Weaver in his prime was a solid technical competitor. In fact, he popularized the sleeper hold like nobody else ever could.
You're exactly right. And I don't know of anybody that has had as much success by using the sleeper hold since Johnny Weaver.
Well, probably since Johnny Weaver, I don't know, but I do know that Chief J. Strongbow had a real good run with it up north. Been a few people, you know, but not many. Weaver held a countless amount of titles here in the Mid-Atlantic area.
I know, and he faced all of the top competition back in those days. And I'm talking about guys like the Missouri Mauler. I'm talking about guys like the Assassins,
Brute Bernard, Swede Hansen.
Brew Bernard, Sweet Hansen, Skull Murphy.
You could go on and on.
Just go on and on, that's right.
That's going to be a big night. But now let's get back to this here in the ring. Oscard having his problems here with Chris Rage. And he's back to his feet with a series of forearm shots. Chris Rage sent for the ride. Missing a lariat super kick.
I think he just stopped his watch for that.
Oh, he got him. He nailed him.
Going for this high risk
10
maneuver.
minutes gone. 5 minutes remain. We should have a longer time limit for this match, but due to the fact we're only halfway here, that's why we don't. Robert Wright collides with the referee. Robert Wright collides with Oscard, and Chris Rage had a little something to do with that, Charlie.
Notice Oscard now fighting back.
Sunset flip power bomb, and he got him. Boy, that was an awesome move.
That's the first time I've seen that in a long, long time. I've saw it before, but it's been a long, long time.
Blatant low blow. He got him low. He hit him right below the belt.
Well, this referee is definitely not on the side of Oscard.
Oh, he's setting him up. And he lost his footing. He likes to use that curtain call suplex. Neck breaker by Oscard.
Breaker.
Robert Wright with a very slow count. All right, Oscard's about to lay into Robert Wright. Another low blow by Chris Rage. Fall away slam from a power slam position. All right, he's got Oscard setting him up. Maybe, wow, I don't know what you call that other than like a reverse spinning suplex. Hey, a lightning fast 3 count, and we've got a new United States heavyweight champion.
Wrestling fans, we have a new United States heavyweight champion.
We're gonna bring Scooby-Doo out. We're gonna put this king of rings up on his big hole. We're gonna give him.
All right, Chris Rage, the brand new United States heavyweight champion.
Chris Rage, the new United States heavyweight champion.
I'm at a loss. I'm pretty sure Oscar will want another crack at Chris Rage. No doubt about that. Johnny Buffett making his way down.
Ladies Ladies and gentlemen, our next event, one fall or a 10-minute time limit. First of all, introducing the challenger. Ladies and gentlemen, 227 pounds. Here is Johnny Buffett.